So ito po yung weight allocation or point system for each criterion for comparative assessment or promotion. And basically, ito po yung gagamitin din sa career progression. Education, 10 points, 10 maximum points. Training, 10 maximum points. Experience, 10 maximum points. Performance, 30 maximum points. And classroom observable, 25 points. Non-classroom observable indicators, 15 points. A total of 100 points. So ito po yung pag-uusapan po natin dito sa DepEd order na ito. Tara, samahan niyo po akong panoorin ang videong ito. Good day everyone! Welcome back to Sir Fox Learning Channel. For today's video ay i-review po natin, aaralin po natin itong DepEd Order number 20 series of 2024. Ito po ay ibinaba pa noong December 20, 2024 with the title Guidelines on the Recruitment, Selection, and Appointment to Higher Teaching Positions. Ito po ay may kinalaman din po dun sa career progression sa Executive Order number 174 Series of 2022. And ito po yung gagamitin definitely na guidelines in terms of recruitment, in terms of selection, and appointment to higher teaching position. And definitely for reclassification as well, since we're talking about career progression. The Department of Education issues the enclosed guidelines on the recruitment, selection, and appointment to higher teaching positions in elementary and secondary, including senior high school. This order provides for a systematic, competency-based process of recruitment, selection, and appointment that is anchored on the standards for teacher quality as defined in the Philippine Professional Standards for Teacher, PPST, and is consistent with the principle of merit, fitness, competence, equal opportunity, transparency, and accountability pursuant to the DepEd Merit Selection Plan, MSP. It is stipulated on the DepEd Order number 19 of 2022. Alright, hindi ko na po babasahin lahat. Basahin nyo na lamang po itong DepEd Order number 20. So sabi po dito sa number 5, lahat po ng provisions and regulations and order related issuance stated below that pertain to the recruitment, selection, and appointment of teachers to higher teaching positions which are inconsistent with their or with this order and its provisions are repealed, rescinded, amended accordingly. So ito po yung mga basis po ng DepEd order na ito nasa baba. A, B, MEC order number 10 of 1979, DO 66 of 2007, DO 31 of 2015, DO 3 of 2016, DO 32 of 2016, DO 49 of 2016, ang dami, no? DO 51 of 2017. Ito po yung mga basis nung DepEd order na ito. This order shall take effect immediately upon its approval and after publication, the DepEd website and registration with the Office of National Administrative Registrar. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, since ito po ay binaba nung December 20, 2024, ito na po yung gamit basis in terms of selection for promotion. Alright? And of course, signed by our DepEd Secretary, Sunny Angara. Rationale. Sabi dito, Section 2, Article 9 of the 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines provides the appointment in civil service shall be made only according to merit and fitness to be determined as far as practicable and except to positions which are policy determining primarily confidential or higher technical by competitive examination. Moreover, Section 21, Chapter 5, Subtitle 1. Book 5 of Executive Order Number 292, titled Administrative Code of 1987, provides under recruitment and selection of employees that opportunity for government employees shall be open to all qualified citizen and positive efforts shall be exerted to attracted and best qualified to enter the service. Kaya hindi, kaya ano importante po talaga na qualify ka sa isang position. I-qualify mo yung sarili mo for a position. If you are aiming a higher position, then ito yung basis for you to be qualified. At ang civil service talaga natin, talagang by the book sila. Kumbaga, basis to basis talaga sila. Ang dami ng cases na pagdating sa kanila, inaibabalik yung papel kasi base sa qualifications by the order, by the law, ay hindi sila qualified. Kaya ikaw, if you are aiming to have a certain position, ay dapat you see to it na qualified ka. By the rationally, mostly, hindi lang mostly, talagang nakadepende dun sa merit and as well as your fitness of that certain position. So, ibig sabihin, you have to work hard for a position talaga. Hindi pwedeng from teacher 1, jump ka agad sa teacher 7 na hindi ka naman qualified, hindi ka naman nagtrabaho. Dapat magtrabaho ka talaga. Documented ang trabaho mo din. O scope, ayan, makikita nyo po dito yung scope. Ay kasama na po dito yung mga bagong positions by the Executive Order 174, yung Teacher 2 hanggang Teacher 7 position, Master Teacher 1 hanggang Master Teacher 5 position. Kasama nga rin dito yung SST at the same time yung SNET 1 to 5 positions. So yung po yung scope noong order na to, DepEd order na to. Definition of terms, ayan, accountability, obligation of DepEd officials and employees to accept responsibility for selection of employees. Background investigation, may background din for verification of applicant credentials. Hindi pwedeng galing lang sa kung saan yung credentials mo. Dapat verified, bine-verify talaga nila. And ito pinaka-importante din, behavioral events interview refers to the conduct of direct inquiry with the applicants focusing on their display of desired behavior and subjected to specific situations or conditions in their previous or current workplace. It seeks to determine how past behavior predicts future performance. So, importante po ito. Bona fide resident refer to an applicant who is resident for at least 6 months in the barangay, municipality, city, or province. In that order, where vacancy exists. So, importante po yung residency. Alright? Kaya ako, nasa isang bayan yung bahay ko, pero ang registration ko kung saan ako nakadeploy, saan ako nagtatrabaho. Doon ako nakaregister. Kaya pag bumoboto ako, pumupunta po ako sa kabilang bayan kung saan ako nagtatrabaho. Significant po kasi yun. Comparative assessment result, car. So these are the following acronyms: BI, Board, Bureau of Human Resource Organization Development, CO Central Office. Ayan, yung mga makikita mong acronyms. Of course, pag magpapapromote ka, kailangan munang antayin mo yung publication and posting of vacancies. So ito po ay in accordance dun sa provisions ng Republic Act number 7041 na may title na An Act of Requiring Regular Publication of Existing Vacant Position in Government Offices, appropriating funds therefore and for the purpose. So, ang maganda dito para updated ka lagi, dapat lagi mong bibisitahin yung website ng inyong division. Website or page sa mga posting for publications. Kasi para maging updated ka. Kasi kung hindi ka magiging updated, baka maunahan ka pa ng iba. Di ba? Siyempre, maganda rin makipag-communicate ka lagi sa immediate head mo. Ano yung updates, kung meron na bang updates regarding dun sa vacancies or halimbawa, pwede nang magpa-ERF, pwede nang magpa-reclass. Ayan. Kasi sila naman yung mag-a-approve kung talagang pwede kang ma-reclass. Dapat maging mabait ka talaga kasi pag hindi ka mabait sa head mo, eh, nandito eh. Kasama yan sa behavioral, di ba? Kasama yan sa ini-evaluate yung behavioral status mo towards your towards your coworkers. Specifically, yan, syempre, sa mga taong nasa paligid mo. Sabi po dito for senior high school na natulog na for 9 years, sa senior high school, ang ano lang talaga, promotion, yung bakante lang. Pag namatay yung teacher, pag lumipat, pag nag-abroad, yun lang eh. Pero hopefully this time, by this order, ay mag-work out na yung senior high school. So before dito for senior high school teaching position, the publication for its item number shall include quality standards for the particular track with identified teacher need based on teacher need analysis of the school division. Ayan, sa senior high school kasi may specific specialization. Kung halimbawa, yung offering is academic track, ikaw ay TVL, eh, I think pwede mo namang subukan pero sa tingin ko magpapagod ka lang. Halimbawa naman ako ay academic track, physics, ang open item is TVL. Sa tingin ko magpapagod lang din ako. Pero pwede mo pa rin subukan makigulo kung gusto mo lang. Pero huwag kang mag-assume na makukuha mo yung item kasi specifically by posting ang item is for a specific uh, track lang, 'di ba? Sa senior high school, specifically sa senior high school. So, halimbawa, may nakalagay po dito yung example, Master Teacher 1 ng vacant position, nakapublish, ang experience dapat 4 years na training. I mean, experience na teaching industry related experience. 8 hours na training, tapos at least master's degree in relevant strand or subject. 'Di ba? So eligibility, applicants for permanent position according to Republic Act 1080 or eligible, they must pass. Ibig sabihin mayroon kang license. So sabi po dito, any incorrect information in the publication of vacant position, plantilla item number, position title, qualified standard shall be grounds for disapproval. Announcement of vacancy shall be done through the issuance of official memorandum duly signed by the school division. The same shall be posted in that at least three conspicuous physical places and through other modes such as posting it on the official website, among others. Kaya dapat lagi tayong updated sa website ng division at the same time yung kanilang page kung meron man para dun sa mga position vacancies. Dako tayo sa mga kailangan i-submit. So ito usual naman na documents kapag ikaw ay nagpaparang, magpapa-reclass o magpapa-promote. Letter of intent, address sa school division superintendent ng division kung saan ka nandun. Ano yung purpose, statement of purpose, expression of interest. Anong learning area ilagay mo rin? Anong learning area yung specified mo? Specialized mo? So, dapat may meron kang PDS or Form 1 to 12, revised 2017 with work experience sheet, photocopy of any proof of residency, specifically voter's ID. Wala akong voter's ID. Pwede siguro dyan yung national ID. Photocopy of valid and updated PRC license. So, dapat meron. Photocopy of valid and updated PRC license. Photocopy of certificate of board rating. Kasama po yan. photocopy of scholastic academic record, transcript, graduate, postgraduate kung meron man, or master's degree. Kasama na rin po yung diploma. Photocopy of signed service record, of certificate of employment, or whatever is applicable. Latest appointment, kasama po dyan pag mag-promote. Certificate of relevant specialized trainings, lahat na ng certificate, isama mo na. As long as, basically, dapat yung at least 3 hours na trainings. Photocopy of valid technical education and skills development sa mga TVL. Kung mayroon kang NC2 at saka TM, isama po yan. Photocopy of required performance rating at least very satisfactory. So, iyon po ay 3 performance rating period. Ayan. Checklist of requirements and omnibus sworn of statement. Uh, Other documents na pwede mo pang isama po dyan. O halimbawa, nasa ibang lugar ka at may deadline na, pwede ka nang mag-submit ng online for your electronic copies, pero need mo pa rin mag-submit ng hard copy. Sabi po dito sa order na to, DepEd order na ito. Individuals who fail to submit complete mandatory documents dun sa deadline, anong sabi po, shall not be included in the pool of official applicants. Kaya dapat yung sinasabi ko kanina, updated ka lagi sa posting ng yung division. So, initial evaluation of qualification of applicants. So, QS. Tapos yung performance requirements. So, depending dun sa kung ano yung position na ina-applyan mo. Halimbawa dito, performance requirements. Internal applicants must have a rating at least very satisfactory in the last rating period covered for 1 year, complete performance cycle. Current position shall be required. So, yan sa baba. Positions for teacher 2 hanggang teacher 7. Ito yung mga classroom observable indicators stated here. Iba-iba no? At least 6 proficient classroom observable indicators for teacher 2. Teacher 7, at least 18 proficient classroom observable. Outstanding. So dito sa teacher 5, at least 6 proficient classroom observable at outstanding. So halimbawa yung mga nasa teacher 3 right now, gusto nilang reclass to teacher 4 or 5, dapat ang yung classroom observable indicators ay papasok dapat sa outstanding. Okay? Sa non-classroom observable indicators, ito po, specified naman po dito. Yan. For MT, Master Teacher 1 to Master Teacher 5, lahat yan sa classroom observable indicators ay outstanding. Dito naman sa non-classroom observable indicators, at least mayroong very satisfactory. Balikan po muna natin, ano nga ulit yung classroom observable indicators and non-classroom observable indicators. So when you speak about classroom observable indicators, these are specific behaviors, actions, and strategies that can be directly seen and evaluated during your classroom observation. So, as I said kanina, ayan yung mga indicator points for classroom observable indicator. So, ano ba yung mga ito? In terms of your instructional strategies, classroom management, content knowledge and application, assessment practices, student engagement, yan yung ibig sabihin, yung classroom observations mo, your COT, or your CO rather, your classroom observation, teaching. Okay? However, pag sinabi namang non-classroom observable indicators, ito yung mga aspeto ng isang guro, a professional practice. that are not directly visible during typical classroom observation, but are crucial for overall effectiveness and professional growth. Yung behavior mo sa loob ng 6 hours na nandun ka sa loob ng school. These are often involved planning, paano ka nag engage nagko-collaborate, ayan, your collaboration, your professional development, adherence to the professional standards. So, yun yung non-classroom observable indicators. Ano yung mga example? Lesson planning, curriculum and lesson planning, professional development growth, participating professional trainings, developmental trainings, ayan. Collaborative and community engagement. So, doon po papasok sa non-classroom observable indicators. Professional ethics and standards. Lagi ka bang late? Lagi ka bang hindi nag-attend sa mga activity ng school, ng division? Ayan. So, dyan po papasok itong dalawa. Alright? Ito, criteria and point system of comparative assessment. The selection and assessment of teacher applicants for higher teaching positions shall be based on the following criteria: education, units or degree that exceed the minimum qualification requirements as defined by the CSC provide quality standard which shall be relevant to the position to be filled shall be given corresponding points. Learning and development, training hours that exceed, bibigyan din ng corresponding points. And acquired after the last promotion, but within the last 5 years. 5 years. Within the last 5 years. Experience exceed minimum number of months, years defined by the CSC approved quality standard shall be given corresponding points pa din. Performance in the latest rating period over covering 1 year complete performance cycle and the current position with at least very satisfactory. PPST classroom observable indicators and non-classroom observable indicators. And then portfolio of annotations of behavioral, yung BEI, with regards to your behavior. So, ito yung point system, education 10, training 10 points, maximum points, experience 10 points, performance 30, PPST, Class Observable Indicators, ito yung mga sa CO mo, 25, by your portfolio annotations sa non-class observable indicators, 15. So, kung meron kang mga community-based programs, ayan, i-attach mo dyan. Highest points po dyan is 15. Rubrics for computation, hindi ko na po i-detalye kasi medyo madugo po ito. Pero pwede niyo pong basahin dito sa DepEd order na to. DepEd order number 20, series of 2024. Yan. Puro ano na to, rating. Ay, computation. Puro computation na. So, I think hindi ko na isasama to kasi puro computation. Balik na tayo dito. So, ito po yung guidelines on the recruitment, selection, and appointment to higher teaching position. Hopefully, nakatulong po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat. Happy learning to everyone.